It's a bit of a worry though when you see that much smoke underneath your van. Welcome back. Now I absolutely loved this week ahead. We got to stay with the locals again. But on the downside, Nick's health takes a real nosedive and ends up in a mad dash to hospital. So stick around for the end of this one. So we got to park up on a farm. This is so rural, so remote and so cool. But as is typical, such a lovely welcome from the owners. And this is their house. They just invited us round for tea. What lovely people. I think they're actually French. And by all accounts, I think they've been here for about 20 years, creating this space that they've got here. It's gorgeous, proper off-grid. And aware that we wanted a shower, he said, I'll make you a fire. So we're just letting him stoke his fire and warm the water, and then we can have a shower as well. He said, anytime you need a shower, just let me know and I'll heat the water for you. Believe it or not, this is the dunny. Check out the dome toilet. I'll show you in here. It's one of those. But as an organic farm, clearly they've got loads of produce as well that we can use. We even had a treasured pile of firewood delivered by Jerome. So we let Blue sit by it and look after it, so we felt a little bit more important. And who doesn't love a fire? We even made our dinner on it. Good morning. We are up reasonably early because we're off to Ouzoud Falls this morning. Now, this morning of all mornings, there is a slight little bit of rain. Not real rain, just a tiny little bit of spittle. So we're going to have to go for it anyway. Rain in Morocco, this is bonkers. He was saying earlier on, that being the guy that owns the place, that it hasn't rained here for many years. Not properly, but like I say, this isn't proper rain. It's not going to put us off. So Jerome and Demare, lovely couple that own this place. Well, one or other of them is going to drive us to the falls and give us a little bit of a tour. This is where the true energy of the place is. So go stay with the family, see what they got to offer, like these guys. And we're also fortunate by the time we finished our little visit to the falls, Demare is going to be cooking us dinner. And she asked, what would we like? Now, I haven't had a lasagna in so long, well, not since Spain, so I'm a little bit swaying towards Italian. But they have said, look, anything you like, Italian, French, Arabic. So I'll plump for lasagna and garlic bread with cheese. I think having had our fair share of tagines, it's time for something a little bit different. Going to change it up. Yeah, so definitely stay with the people. In the light of our newfound fondness of a retro Renault, we've taken our lives in our hand in a Renault 4 from, where is this, 1980? 87? Yeah,
87.
Aide-moi à la maison, de mes armes. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate.
What did you say, mate? Thank you.
Now, typically Jen does walk a little bit funny and she falls over a lot. But at this point, these steps were super slippery. I had to film her just in case. But she makes it. Now all that walking around the falls, we were then served up an absolute feast of a meal at the restaurant. And this was recommended by our hosts at the farm.
This is when it's so better asking for a recommendation.
What a beautiful couple and a fantastic stay. It has to be said, I mean, these families that offer their space are all over Park for Night, and that's where the heart of Morocco is, the people. So go and stay with a family at least a good few times if you're doing Morocco. Right, you might find the odd convenience of a standard campsite if you really have to, but honestly, stay with the people. Yeah, that was just precious, that. But they are living the dream. Years and years of van life, and then now they have their off-grid small holding. I think they've been here for about 20 years, so there's not much they don't know about the place. Jerome and Demay, what lovely people. I'll put the what 3 words down, because if you come to the waterfalls here, which are spectacular, even on a rainy day, and it has to be said, I know it's sort of one day and a little bit of drizzle rain-wise, and we're like, oh, all the locals were jubilant. It's like, it's raining, it's raining. Like, it hasn't rained here for like 4 years or so, bonkers. So it's nowhere near enough for them. But a day of spittle, yeah, what can you say? Sun's out again, and it's hot. Got a bloody jumper on, haven't I? They even made us a lovely lasagna dinner.
Oh my days. I put my finger in shut.
Lasagna. Drove us into the village so we could go to the falls without walking, in the rain. Just couldn't do enough for us. It was just a blessing, that little stop. And of course, the little spit of rain, well, that was enough to turn the top level layer of like this clay stuff into absolute slag. And what a cracking little village. Again, it's another one of those areas where predominantly anyone who lives around here will be working with the waterfalls and with the tourists, so they couldn't be more lovely. But come early, because all those best shots, whether it's video or with your camera, if you don't want anyone else in it, get here before 10 o'clock, 10:30 maybe, because it gets very busy. But today we move on further into the mountains, further north. Oh, I have to say, we had the vets emailed the results through for the teacher test for Blue, so we are now safe to leave Morocco. That's not that we've got any intention of rushing out of this place, but just to know that you're not trapped anywhere is a good feeling. I knew it would come good, but it's just that little seed of doubt. Oh, what if I'm trapped here? What if I have to start the whole procedure here in Morocco after the luck we've had? And that's like a 3-month process apparently. So travelling north, at least it chips away with the hours on the drive, because I think if you suddenly want to go direct to the port, then you're always looking at least sort of 10 hours plus from where we are. Finally found a petrol station that has the facility to take a card, because this country is so all about the cash, which is brilliant, so it should be, but we're short on cash. We can't find a cash point machine. Needed to find a petrol station to get the diesel on card, which we've done, but it also reminds me to say, when you ask them to fill it up, because I do it for you, they fill it up to absolute brimming. They'll fill it up till it stops, and they'll bring the nozzle out to the point, and it'll even show you your fuel tank nozzle will be up to the rim, and it'll just be sprinkling over. coming out the tank, out the nozzle, out the side, job done. Well, a very good morning to you from our very, very least fancy park up of Morocco, and that is outside the Carrefour supermarket. We knocked off quite a few hours of the northern route yesterday, but realised after we picked up supplies that there was nothing for miles, for hours again, in terms of wild park ups, camping spots that we'd be happy to stay at. So I just thought, you know what, should we just keep here and get up early and then get a great start this morning? So that's what's happened. We had a word with security and they said, yeah, just park here, that's fine. So we're very happy with that. Now, it has already been discussed this morning as to whether we do commit to a proper campsite. Only because I think everyone's wanting to shower, get some washing done. A real chore session might be needed before we continue. So fingers crossed there'll be a site within the next 2 hours that's worthy of staying at. I think one thing that's clear to say about Morocco is it's big. It's so much bigger than you appreciate until you're driving it, knowing that from point to point of where you want to see or go to, there could really easily be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. So we're trying to limit driving to, well, 2 to 3 ideally, so you don't waste a day, but like yesterday was a good 5. So every now and again you got to do it, but I just don't fancy another 5-hour session today. So we're going to limit it to 2. Fingers crossed, find somewhere nice to park within that period, and if that happens to be a site, well, so be it. There's more potholes than Harlow in this section. That's better. It's one of the worst roads that we've been on, but it's being fixed. Keep going past the little road working sections and they're resurfacing, so this is a real unusual stretch. Whereas like this sort of shite is standard for the UK, isn't it now? It was a fresh start this morning, only about 13 degrees, but needless to say, I haven't been using the gas Truma boiler because I haven't been wanting to run out of gas, basically, because you can't get it in Morocco, not easily, and I don't think it's good enough quality to run through your boiler. So I've been relying on the diesel heater for the couple of times I wanted to warm up the accommodation in the morning, like this morning, but it has been chucking out so much smoke, plumes of it, underneath the van this morning. I have lost the end of my exhaust, but that's only a pipe to direct said fumes. Maybe it's just because it always comes out like that when you start it up. I only notice it now because it just seems to sort of hang around and float underneath the van rather than being directed out in one place. I don't know. It's a bit of a worry though when you see that much smoke underneath your van. So I shall be limiting its use. But at least once we get back into Spain, I'll be able to fill up with LPG again, and we've got the Truma that will give us the gas heating. It pays off to have 2 different heating sources. Now, Nick's been too poorly to even drive his own van, so Jackie has been enlisted to jump on board and do the honours of moving their van. She even got pulled by the police for a missed stop sign. Luckily, there was a suitable language barrier, enough that the nice copper just gave up and let her off with a wagging finger. And if anyone knows how straight Jackie is, you'll know she'll have absolutely crapped herself here. Well, this is a bit swanky. How posh is this?
Fell short. Shit, Dale.
That makes me the winner, yeah?
Oh,
No.
wait.
Come on, that red.
No.
No, red.
Yeah, it's red. Just.
After Luna had ruined our game, we had a spotter brunch, but it was also decided that Nick's ill health was clearly much more serious than a little bit of van and bed rest is ever going to offer him. And the necessary ingredient was going to be a hospital visit. He was just so weak. Now, the guy that runs the campsite was great. Now, he grabbed his car and he took Nick and the girls for a quick checkup at the local hospital. As it turns out, Nick was seriously poorly. I mean, so much so that the local hospital transferred him immediately to the main hospital in Fez, an hour or two away. Suddenly, it became an emergency.
He's even more weak than he was before, even though he's had a load of dextrose. The fact his kidneys are failing is terrifying.
So you're going to go then to this new Fez hospital, where they're going to
Yeah.
him up. So, do you reckon there's sleeping arrangements there? Or I suppose you won't know until for you.
Well, I'm hoping there will be, because ideally that would be good so that we can just like run up and down to it.
Quick message from me. I've rung Dale. I've got the coordinates. It's on this last message that Jen sent to us, only because I left the hospital and the first set of traffic lights, he put the sirens on, went through a red light and I nearly followed them and thought, best not do that. Dale said you've got a campsite sorted, so if you can just get yourself pitched out there, and I'll let you know when we get there. All right, guys, bye now. Drive carefully, both of you, be careful.
Station, he's put blues and twos on to get through lines, and now we're sat here for maybe 10 minutes. Anyway.
Right, I'll let you go. Yeah, catch you in a bit. Thank you for the update. I'll speak to you soon. Right, take care. Cheers, darling. Love you.
All right,
Cheers.
take care.
She's trying to disrespect our kinship. I don't like you.
With a history of diabetes and Crohn's and now multiple failing organs, Nick's healthcare was now in an urgent state. Is this the campsite? A bit grand, isn't it? The medical team at this hospital were absolutely amazing. Within a couple of rounds of dialysis and a couple of days of serious care and attention, Nick began to show signs of recovery. He was back. We saved our busy mate Nick's life.
We have.
Well, I
Do I know who you are?
We're going to celebrate with a swig of red wine, but seeing as he's still attached to like meds and all the rest of it, he gets a syringe of water. So here's to good health, Nick.
Cheers, Nick.
Thanks, vodka. Cheers. Cheers. I was going for that. As soon as I did all the work, mate.
That's nice. What's that one?
That is nice, that.
I don't really remember much, but yeah, I want to say a big thank you to Merely that saved my life. I don't think Jenny could have coped with that. Merely that saved my life.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, next week, you're back next week.
Yep.
We're in Spain. Lindsay comes out to work, so Lindsay's back on board. So don't forget to like,
subscribe, ring the bell for notifications.
ding ding.
And if there's any questions you want to ask, then ask away.
Drop them in the comments.
below. And we've got a retreat coming up as well in India in November, and I'm just going to throw it in. And Andy's coming, aren't you?
Oh hell, I'm going to be there.
Yes, so if you do want to look that up, go to the Conscious Heart Warriors website for more information.
I'll put it down below.
And you
that
can
bit.
join me and Andy in India for a beautiful retreat.
Woo woo. And it goes without saying, thank you so much for everyone who bought us a coffee this week. There's a couple of very generous coffee buyers. Thank you so much.
And also, we are looking to host events, so it's very exciting. Jessica and myself have purchased a load of bell tents, so we have now created what we like to call our little healing village. So we are available for you if you want to book us for your events. We've got beautiful new bell tents. We do breathwork, yoga, dance, crystal workshops, spiritual development. There is so much to offer. If it's something that interests you, again, just contact us, because we just want to be the travelling healing village coming to you soon.